Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to be back with all my listeners and all my supporters, especially my ones on Instagram. For those of you who are not aware, I recently made an Instagram page for our podcast listeners. This is just for us. It's open right now, but it may go private. I don't know. I gotta stay tuned. All right. But I will say that thus far, we have a total of 80 followers. We are so close to getting to 100, and I'm gonna keep posting so I can stay connected with y'all. But y'all gotta talk to me in the comments. I mean, I know y'all talk to me on my regular Instagram page, which is Opinionated Ray. Y'all are grateful to follow me on there as well. But I'm about to start posting a lot more work-related content on there. So all the, spicy, juicy stuff will be on the pod page. So you'll just have to follow at Opinionated Pod on Instagram. But are y'all ready? Because I'm about to talk my shit on this. It's time we get real acquainted. I'm talking about my life. Oh no, don't do that. My friends. No, you're not. My family and my dating life. Oh, see, now you tripping. Nah, I'm not tripping, but I'm also gonna put y'all on to the latest news in music and entertainment. Last year I closed out the year doing an interview with Danielle Lawson from film King Richard, which is amazing, by the way. If you have not seen it, please do so. I believe it's on HBO Max. So it's the story of Venus and Serena Williams through their father, Richard Williams. So great story. And Will Smith did a hell of a job, and so did Aunjanue Lewis. She's amazing, her and herself always. So yeah, I did that interview, and after that I kicked off 2022 with the interview with Harlem star Robert Richard. He was great. We talked a lot about the show and his role on it. And I actually shared a clip of the interview on Instagram for those of you who have seen it on my Opinionated Ray page. Go check that out. But yeah, that was a really fun interview. It wasn't just with him. It was also with a few other cast members as well. It was during like a press junket, but it was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of that. We had to talk about his friendship with Megan Good, because they've been friends since before One-on-One. So I definitely had to talk to him about that. But I feel like some other people are probably gonna remember him from the movie Chocolate City. For me, I kind of feel like it's like the black version of Magic Mike. I've always felt that way, even though I've never watched it all the way through. I'm sorry, I haven't. I tried though. I definitely tried. I got through most of it, so I feel like I did its due diligence. So yeah. But outside of that, I've also interviewed Tori Hart. I've interviewed Slutty Vegan's Pinky Cole. She was really, really dope. And she just gave the commencement speech at the Clark Atlanta University graduation. So congrats to her. And she's just, I love everything that she's doing and how she's definitely empowering other black entrepreneurs and just black people as a whole to, really take charge and be about ownership and getting our name on things and just inspiring other people with and giving out LLCs. Like, what? Like, that's better than anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the best gift they probably could have gotten on that day. And I also spoke with Isaiah John from Snowfall. He was like super chill. I loved that interview. It was really, really dope. And he, gave me the insights on the whole brick by brick scene. Which is freaking crazy and one of the best scenes in the whole freaking series. But yeah, so if y'all remember, that's the scene where Franklin and Leon were sitting in the car, and this was after the fight with and yeah, Franklin was kind of just giving him the blues, like, basically, nigga, you doing some shit that's fucking up the money, like, you better stop. So he was telling him, I built this brick by brick, okay? But, yeah, so he was just talking to me about that. But if you want to read that story, definitely go to AtlantaBlackStar.com. And another most recent interview that I've done is actually for the Broadway play for Colored Girls. So I actually went to go see it last month with my friend Sarai. Hey, girl. It was really amazing, by the way. And I almost wanted to cry in certain scenes because, I've been a fan of For Colored Girls for some years now. And I think I first read the book when I was like in maybe high school, like going into college. And then that was just in like having to read it for a class or something. But as I got older, I like bought the book again and, read it again differently, as a woman now. And then, of course, seeing the movie, with Janet Jackson, and I do like the way that they flipped some of the scenes. There were some monologues that were very serious, in the film and in the readings, but in this play, it was a more joyful moment, which I didn't mind at all, because I'd rather, of course, you'd rather have a joyful moment than a sad moment, but it's just good that they turned that sorrow and that pain into joy, which resonated well with the audience. And then the dancing was just like, amazing. And so I got to speak to the entire cast of those amazing women, including the award-winning director and choreographer, Camille A. Brown. She's amazing, by the way. And, since the play has been out, it's been nominated for, like, I think 7 Tony Awards. So, yeah, it's doing amazing. And another forefront, Dee Woods from Danity Kane. Well, former group Danity Kane, because, they split up, y'all. I didn't think they was going to last that long anyway, to be honest. But I definitely wanted Dee Woods to have her own solo career. Like, I always saw that for her. And so, when I talked to her, she definitely said that's something, in the future. So I'm glad she's getting back on stage and doing another passion of hers. But I hope that she does not forget to get in the studio, because I love her in the studio. I still love her vocally. So yeah, that's dope. That's still super dope. But let me ease y'all back into my life, because I don't think y'all ready for this one. So when we left off last year, I was in a really emotional space. I was going through family drama. I had a few friendship breakups, and it was also like the 10th anniversary of my dad's passing. So it was just a lot of other stuff as well, and it was just a lot going on. So I just decided that this year I'm gonna push towards more positivity and more light and soft things in my life, because that's the direction I want to go in. And I want to apply that to my life, my love life, my work life, and just everything. But so with that being said, I started dating again, because I had stopped for a little minute, because, just to be honest, the dating scene is it's not that good. Whether you meet them in the streets or whether you meet them on the apps or somebody recommends somebody, like, it's kind of on a little borderline trash, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not much out there. And it's hard to find somebody that, has true intentions, or who is patient enough for you to reveal your true intentions. And, I found somebody who I thought could be my person. But he ended up, just keeping me warm through big nigga season. So, I mean, that's just what it was. It wasn't supposed to be that. I didn't want it to be that. But, it was his decision. So I just had to respect it, and that was just that. Now, I know y'all probably thinking, like, how did I find somebody in the midst of me going through all the stuff I was going through? Because I was going through some stuff at work, too. And, like, yeah, I mean, it just happened. But he honestly made me take my mind off of all of the bad stuff that was going on with me. And he helped me focus on myself. And he helped me focus on us and the relationship that we were building. And, like, it ended, like, it's one of those situations where it's, like, you want to wait and tell people, like, before, like, you want to make sure y'all good and clear before you tell people, because you don't want to go back and tell people too quickly, like, that it's over. So it was like, it ended right when I got to the point where I felt like I wanted to share it with my family. So save myself, because I didn't, like, I didn't have to go back and explain none of that to them or whatever. But it was just still like, dang, the fact that it got that far, and the fact that I felt that way for him, just lets me know that I did care for him a lot. And I'm okay to say that. I'm okay to admit that. I mean, I think we both made mistakes and decisions that led to, this. And something I learned from him is, what it means to cater to your partner. And I'm not saying that I said something I didn't know how to do, but I didn't know how to do it to this extent. And so it's different when, you have a man in your face telling you the way he wants to be loved, the way he wants to be touched, the way he wants to be held, like every bit of affection, the way that he wants it. That's what he's telling you. And it's difficult when, maybe that level of affection is not your comfort level. So you're stuck in this space where you're trying to, not make yourself uncomfortable, but you're trying to meet your partner's needs. And it's a very sticky place. And if you can't, compromise or like navigate that together, like it will end, clearly like we did. But when I say cater, like, I don't mean like being submissive, like at all. Like, I mean, like, are you showing up for your partner in the way that, they want to be loved, in the way that they want to be treated? Like, that's really important. And I feel like as women, we're once taught, I would assume that most women are naturally taught or raised how to be caretakers. I mean, I would say most of the women in my family were. And I feel like it's part of, our magic as women. And I think that me dating today in my 30s is a lot different. I'm understanding that the standards are different. I'm understanding that, there are men that are vocal about what they want, and there are men that'll walk away from you if you don't give them what they want. And you have to, and I feel like as women, we have to be the same way. Like, and I'm noticing that. And I have even guy friends, that they are really prioritizing like the type of women that they deal with. And I applaud them wholeheartedly, because I'm like, if they doing the snake stuff they doing, get them out of there. Yeah, so it was just different. It was different. But I think we both, we both were invested in the beginning. It escalated so quickly. And it just, it ended so quickly too. So, but yeah, I mean, so it's about to be the summertime, and I'm just looking forward to being outside. I have a couple trips coming up. So I'm super excited about that, because this weekend I'm actually going to LA. My friend Nicole, it's her 20th birthday, so I'm super excited for her. We got a lot of stuff planned. So y'all definitely want to be following me on the Opinionated Ray Pod page on Instagram. That's where all the, extra stuff is going to be. Okay. That's where the extra stuff is going to be. Check out, see what we're going to be doing. And I'm definitely excited, because she's been living in LA. And we are super excited to see what she's been up to. And I can't wait to connect with Nicole. So Nicole is actually a guest that I had on last year. She actually moved to LA a little less than a year ago. It was not long after she also launched her TV art page on Instagram called She's Tuned In. Nicole is also the beauty who designed my logo for the Opinionated Ray Podcast. So shout out to her. I'm always grateful for her to be one of her first paid clients. Yes, I paid my girl. Like, I feel like, do y'all pay y'all friends? I hope y'all pay y'all friends, because I feel like stop asking for the discount. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that. No, that's a lie. No, ask for the discount. But like, just don't be afraid if they say no. Okay, like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a business, and I get it. They're your family and they supporters. But if they love you and they love your work and they support your dreams, they're gonna pay your price. You know what I mean? Like, I got other friends who were doing clothing lines, and they were just starting off. Like, one of my homeboys, like, he just posted he got some tracksuits from his line, 24/7 grind. So I'm trying to get that. So you know what I'm saying? I just pay your friends. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no shame in asking, for the family discount. You know what I'm saying? If it's not family, then don't ask for the discount. It's just wrong. Don't do it. If it's not family, don't ask. Ain't no friend discount. That's just weird. And ain't no discount because I like you. Like, no, that's just weird. So yeah, just pay people price, support your friends and your loved ones and their dreams and their businesses. So yeah. So yes, we're gonna have Nicole back on later this season. Super excited to see what's the update on her dating life and what is going on. Because yeah, that was a topic of discussion during our episode last year. I don't know. I feel like some women today are not always dating it within their tax bracket, and they're just dating the man because of his potential, or just because he looks good, or we look good together. And I'm not with any of that.
No, because there's fine men in your tax bracket. I'm trying to tell you, you don't gotta settle per se. And I'm never just gonna date anyone because I think we look good together. That's not gonna. Yeah, there's more to it, and looks obviously will fade. I need your personality, your mindset, your pockets, everything to be right besides just looks.
This season is going to be different. I've incorporated a lot of new segments and things into this podcast and the way that I want it to flow, and how that I want to introduce each and every guest. So it's going to be different. It's going to be good. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. So that's all that matters, because I'm the one that's putting this out anyway. All right, y'all. But before I go, I want to leave y'all with 3 affirmations that have really helped over the last couple months. These are nothing too crazy, but there are some things that I've just, I constantly tell myself. So the first is, I will not sit in my sorrow. And I feel like I got that from watching a sermon, probably from Bishop Walker or TD Jakes. I just can't remember which one. But I feel like I got that from them. And what I took from that was basically not to sit in my sorrow, pretty much. Not to dwell on what's going on in my life, not to, sit in those sad moments. It's okay to, cry about whatever it is, even talk it out through friends, write about it, whatever way you feel like you need to release it. But it's not okay to stay in that moment, right? You have to move forward. You have to continue to move forward with your life. And that's why it's necessary if people need help to get the help that they need. There's nothing wrong with going to therapy. I feel like by now I would think that stigma about going to therapy is just, done with now, because shoot, I know a lot of people in therapy right now. In different circles, at work and personal, friends. I know a lot of people in therapy. It's nothing wrong with it. I've been to therapy several times, so and I've been open about that, so it's not a big deal. I feel like everybody needs therapy, and if you tell me that you don't, I feel like I might look at you sideways. Because I don't know, I feel like everyone could benefit from therapy. So yeah, I will not sit in my sorrow. Another one I have written on a notepad on my wall is "You are enough." It's something that I've said to myself for a while, and then ironically enough, a friend came to visit me, and then she wrote it on a notepad. So I just had to stick it on my wall of encouragement. And I just had to remind myself, I am enough. I've been in situations where I was made to feel less than, or someone was attacking me or my character, or just any type of thing, and I was being criticized or judged, and I'm I was letting it bother me. And so when I get in those moments, I say that to myself, you are enough, because you're not less than because you didn't get the job. That job just wasn't meant for you. You're not less than because that relationship didn't work out. That relationship just wasn't for you. And so that's just how I'm looking at it, and that's how I'm looking at life. So I am enough. You are enough. I look myself in the mirror and I say, you are enough. And 3 is just don't give up. I feel like I am consistent at a lot of things and inconsistent at some things. But I always get the job done, right? So I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to stop striving to be consistent. I know I'm never going to be perfect, and I don't strive to be perfect, but I strive to create a routine of success for myself. So, and I think that's really important. I feel like we all should create a routine of success. We should take risks, but take smart risks, with our careers, with our lives, and like how we want them to go. I mean, it becomes a point where you can't sit and blame someone else for why your life isn't going the way that you want it to go. It's up to you. You have to make different decisions, based off your circumstances. I'm saying that for anybody, whatever your circumstances are, whatever your conditions are, like, you can work around them to make you, have a much more comfortable life, if you allow. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. But we are going to have some music guests coming up soon. For those of you who don't know, next month, June, is Black Music Month. So we are definitely going to be having some of my friends who are amazing and talented musical guests. And we're just gonna chop it up about the music industry, about their careers. Some of them I've talked to on a regular, some I haven't talked to in a while, but yeah, I'm excited. So y'all are in for a treat. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow on Instagram at Opinionated Ray Pod. So once again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I might have a special treat for y'all. I'm thinking about dropping another episode before I go to LA. I am just super excited. I love LA. It's like one of my favorite cities to go to. This will be my third time. But every time I go, I always stay for like a week, maybe 2. So this is the first time that I'm only going for a couple days, but I have a feeling I might extend my trip a couple days just because, like I said, I just love being in LA. I love the city. I love all the food places and just always stuff to do. So I just love being in LA. It's just so different than New York. I mean, I love New York, but LA is just different. LA is LA. But if you know, you know. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope everyone has a blessed and prosperous week. Whether you're going through some trials and tribulations at work, with your family, with friends, or whatever, it's a new week. That means it's time to set new goals. That means it's time to start over fresh. And that means it's time to start new. So whatever you were going through last week, don't think about it this week. Just move forward, keep pushing, and keep being beautiful. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and listen to the Opinionated Ray Podcast on Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast at. But thank y'all again and stay tuned. Bye, y'all.